guys, welcome back to my channel. So we're gonna do my shop my stash for May. I can't believe we're in May. So I have my everyday makeup drawer here, which actually has been working really well for me. I also have the eyeshadow palettes that I've been kind of working on this month. So let's get into it. These are all my project pan items, so we can ignore those. I also have various items in here where I use them this month, or I have been like dipping into them, but they're not in my shop my stash. So I have the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. This one I've been kind of just using when I feel like doing my brows, which is not often. And then I have the Just Clear Gel from Anastasia. And I have the Lord & Berry black eyeliner here just for when I want to do a black eyeliner, which is not often, but I have them there just to have. So I've got the Laura Mercier powder here. This is the loose powder. I really have used this quite a lot this month, and I'm still struggling to understand why people love this. I just want to love it. I want to love it, and I don't. I don't actually think I have a lot left. So maybe it's something I could definitely pan. I'm just trying to see where it settles. I feel like I'm definitely halfway through this. So maybe I could try to pan this, but let's just take it out of my shop my stash. My MAC mascara is another one where it's not in my shop my stash. It's just the mascara that I'm using right now. So I'll move that to the side. The Candid from Revlon. I didn't use this too much actually this month because I've been trying to finish my L'Oreal concealer. So I dipped into it a few times. It's fine. Yeah, let me pull this one out. Something I've used quite a lot is the Skin Silk from Revolution. This is the Luminous Serum Foundation. I really enjoyed it. It's one of my favorite products that I tried this month. So yeah, really like this, and I would recommend if you like more of a serum-y foundation. It's pretty lightweight. It's not full coverage, but it's also not no coverage. The Beauty Bay Eye Base is another thing where I just use it when I want to, so that's not in my shop my stash. The MAC blush, this is That's Peachy Go Play blush. I definitely went into this a few times this month. It really, you know, it hasn't really changed all that much, but I went into it a few times. I think it's beautiful. I love the formula of these. I have 2 of them and really enjoyed it, so I'm glad I got some use out of it. The e.l.f. highlighter, I actually got some use out of this too, which surprised me, and not just, because normally typically I would put this on my inner corner or around the eye area, and I actually used this on my face a couple of times this month, so that was pretty cool. It's more like a putty formula. It's a really weird formula. It's not a pure powder. It's kind of like a cream to powder, but not really a cream. It's a really weird texture, but once I got to understand it a few years ago, I actually really like it. And yeah, I've used some of it this month, so it's not going unnoticed. The e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I went into this a few times this month as well. It's really good for my pores. I do have quite a bit of pores around my nose and my T-zone area, so definitely one that helps blur my skin quite a bit. The Bronze Blush and Glow Face Palette from Beauty Bay. I definitely have used this quite a lot this month. I even went into this shade, and I think I said this in one of my videos, but I realized that I'm not a huge fan of the Beauty Bay highlighter formula. It's a little bit too glittery. I don't know what it is about it, but it just emphasizes texture on my skin. So it's not my favorite, so I did use this in a corner instead. I went into the bronzer maybe once or twice. I don't know how I feel about it, but the 2 blush are really beautiful, and it's not my favorite face palette, but I have enjoyed it, especially this color. I think if it didn't have this blush, I would be pretty devastated, but this peach blush is beautiful. So I would say if I had to score this out of 10, I'd probably give it like a 6 or a 7. You know, it's not bad, but it's not up there. All right, and then I actually went into this more than I didn't think I would go into this at all. This is obviously from ColourPop. It's the Find the Book Shimmery Body Powder from their Hocus Pocus 2 collection. Oh, this is so hard to open. I really struggle to open this every single time. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I went into it actually. I used it, funnily enough, more on my face than anywhere else, which is crazy because it is a green. It has a green shift. Look at that. It's beautiful. I did put it on my eyes as well, so I think I used this about 3 or 4 times. It is a stunning, so I would definitely recommend if you're doing a green look, it can definitely just enhance it quite a bit. But like I said, I put it on my cheeks as well, and it didn't look too bad. I do like these formulas, as you know. I finished one of them, and I have another one that I was planning for like 3 years, and it's still in my collection, so maybe I will try to finish it eventually. But I never thought that I would actually use this month, and I did. Yeah, and I pulled this one from ColourPop, the Jelly Mutt shade I Am Calm. This is also from the Hocus Pocus 2. I think I only used this in my Get Ready With Me when I did my Shop My Stash last month. I don't think I used this in any other look, so that's a shame. However, I did go into the Glamshop glitter. This one is called Impreza, and I did use this at least one other time. I don't remember if I used it in that video, but I definitely used it in the look. And actually it's a bit nicer than the other glitter that I got from Glamshop. It looks nicer. It doesn't give a weird reflect on the eyes. So obviously you're not supposed to put them on the eyes, but I do, so I don't tell anyone. But yeah, I actually used it, so I'm glad that it was used somewhat. The Milk bronzer, this is obviously the shade Baked. I just don't know if I like this. I don't know if I like it. To be honest though, it's okay. I just think the color is a little bit too warm tone. So it's the same thing that I really feel about the ABH bronzer, where I really like it, the cream one, but it's very warm tone, and I think I like a cool tone, more of a cool tone neutral bronzer, and they're just they lean a little bit too warm, but I can make it work. I'm wearing it today, and it's whatever. The Nabla Freckle Pen, this is not in my Shop My Stash, I just use it all the time. This one, I think I only used it once or twice, the Maybelline 4-in-1 Glow. I don't think anyone has ever told me what to do with this, but I don't know what to do with this. I know I've said it in a video before, but like if anyone can tell me how to use this, let me know, because I don't know, is it just a primer? It's definitely not a concealer. Do you use it as a highlighter? Like, what do I use it for? Because it's a 4-in-1 glow, so you're supposed to use it for 4 different things. But really, I don't know if it really does anything. So, I don't know. I do like it though somehow. And then I did pull this, which is from, it's all come off now, but Dirty Little Secret Cosmetics. I don't know if they even still exist, but this is a highlighter. Did I go into this? I don't think I even went into this month. I'm not sure. I don't recall. If I did, I don't remember. And then I have this one, which is the It's Glow Prime from W7. So I maybe only used this a couple of times. Yeah, I don't think it's the right time of year to use this. So I'm gonna roll this one out. Okay, so with eyeshadows, I have the new neutrals from Gloss Gods. I only went into a couple shades in here, and I kind of feel like keeping it in for another month just to get a little bit more use out of it. However, there are palettes in my collection that I kind of really want to use, but I still need to use this more. Since I repurchased it, I haven't used it enough. You know what? I'm going to keep it in because I want to use it. So don't be mad. I'm keeping this in. The SheGlam, however, the SheGlam, same thing. I really only used one shade. I didn't even use two shades, so I didn't even include it in the palettes that I used this last month in my ranking video because I just didn't use it enough. And I want to, so these are kind of fails on me. I feel like I should keep it. I'm gonna keep it out, and even if I just use it one or more times, even if I just use it once, at least I'll feel better about it. So I'm gonna keep it out. This one is in my year-long eyeshadow project, and I did go into this a couple of times and already again once this month. This one I'm definitely gonna be rolling out in my Shop My Stash, but I'm still wanting to work on all of these shades and use every shade at least 24 times or hit pan, which is kind of crazy. The only thing that I think I could hit pan in Diego before I get to 24 uses, so I don't know, fingers crossed, we'll see. And then obviously I did go into these two. These are from What's Up Beauty. I have the Geodes. I think I prefer this one over the other one, but I didn't go into these, which I thought I would. I thought I'd do like a grungy look, but I didn't end up doing that. I mostly just concentrated on the pinks. And then we have the Monsoon, which is very, very beautiful. but again, I don't feel like I used it enough. But I want to pull something different. I feel like I've given myself time to work on these, and whether I just didn't use them enough is kind of on me. But now it's other palettes, so now I need to work on other palettes. Okay, so something new that I did this month is any time that I pulled a lip product out, I put it in here, which is something that It's Just Steph does in her Shop My Stash, and I thought it was a really good idea because I don't pull specific lip products from my Shop My Stash, but obviously I do use a lot of lipstick throughout the month, and so I can now remember what I used, and you can see they're mostly all nude peachy shades, or like nudie pink shades, because that's basically what I wanted to wear this month. So I got the Luxe. This is Peachy Keen from ColourPop. I used that at least once. The MCO Beauty, I did use this a couple of times, I know. This is in the shade Petal. I just love the way this looks. I really like the color of this, so I don't know, it's just a nice one. So I used that one. I also used my Odin's Eye. This is the Ripe Papaya, and it's like a burnt orange. I think I used that in my Pan Those eyeshadows actually that I just posted this month. So we used that. And then I also used my NYX Soft Matte Cream Lip in Tokyo. I used my Laura Geller. This is in the shade Brilliant. This is more of like a mauvey pink. You can see they're all like these blush mauvey pinks. Use my Pixie. Actually just used this today. But again, they're all like the same sort of nudie tones. I used my Monica from the Friends collection from Makeup Revolution, a little bit more like red tone pink, but still in the same family. I used my NYX This Is Milky Gloss in Salted Caramel Shake. I like this one a lot. Yeah, it's a really nice gloss. I used my Ofra Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick. Used this a couple times. This is the Nude Potion. So this is more pinky, but still in the same nude family. Use this lip liner from Rimmel London. This is the Blushing Nude shade. I used my Huda Beauty Demi Matte in the shade Feminist. I used this a couple times as well. I really like the finish of this. This looks really nice, and I like the color. I also use this one. This is the tea shade from Beauty Bay. It looks disgusting, but it still looks pretty on the lips. And then this is a new item, which I've just actually put on today. And this is from Makeup Factory, and it is their nude shade. Oh, it doesn't say the shade name, huh? This one's called Naked. So yeah, I'm doing my Shop My Stash today, but I'll do my Get Ready With Me tomorrow morning. So whatever I pick today, I'll just do a Get Ready With Me tomorrow morning. But I did end up using this, obviously, you know, before the new rollout. So those are all the lip products that I used this month. I also used my NYX Butter Gloss as well, which is in my Project Pan, so you don't really need to see that. So let's move on to picking everything that I want to use this month. Okay, so every month I've been trying to pull a palette from my year-long Project Pan project, and I think maybe this is the month I skip because I don't think it's working out for me. I mean, it kind of worked out with me for California Love, but I feel like I'm just going to go into these palettes if and when I want to at this point, because I've gone into all of them actually now. I hadn't gone into this one until today, so I already went into that one today, and I feel like I'm just going to keep these all here because they're all here anyway, so I'm going to save them for when I want to use them. I've got my Pan That palette, my two Project Level Up palettes here, and then my Pan Those eyeshadows here, and then obviously the two palettes I'm keeping in. So let's move on. So I put everything away. I think I kind of alluded to this one, but I think I'm going to go into this, which is obviously from ColourPop. This is the Coasting shade that I have been panning for the last 2-3 years now, and maybe it would be really nice to get more use out of this over this month, and maybe I'll unofficially finish it, I don't know, over the coming months. So I'm going to pull this one out. It's a beautiful shade for this time of year as well, so why not? I did pick up some new makeup today, so I'm going to get the NYX Blur Bear With Me foundation. This is just a tinted foundation, but I'm hoping that I like it. So I don't know, I think there's like mixed reviews on this, but I want to pull it and try it out. So I'm going to pull that one, and then I think I'm going to give the Milani another go. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect. I'm going to give it another go. It's pretty thick, but what I will do is I'll probably just do a tiny bit and just try to blend out as much as possible from the tiny amount that you do get. And I think that's the problem with it. I just probably put too much on my face. So I'm going to try to do a little different techniques to see if I can make it work for me. I also picked up 2 new primers today from NYX. I got the Marshmallow, and I also got this one, the Freezy Face. I kind of want to try both of them, but I also... I mean, let me try both of them. I think I'm going to pull both of them because realistically, I'm not going to wait a whole month to try them. So I want to try them now. I just bought them today, and I did like a little NYX shop. So yeah, I'm going to pull those. I don't think I'm going to pull another cream bronzer because I am enjoying my Charlotte Tilbury. One's in my project pan. So I think I'm going to save it for this round. I will pull either a face palette or I didn't actually pull this, did I? I bought this last month and I didn't pull it for a Shop My Stash, so maybe I'll pull this. This is from Lunar Beauty. It's the Moon Prism blush, and I did actually try this as a bronzer and it kind of worked, but it's definitely a blush, but I could get away with it as a bronzer. So maybe I'll dip into this quite a bit. So I'll pull that and that will really just be all the blush that I use this month. I probably don't need to pull anything else for blush, but I do want to pull a bronzer. So I do have my Nabla one, which I do enjoy. This is in the shade Dune. Has anyone seen Dune 2? I really want to see it, but we can't, there's nowhere, we don't want to pay for it, so I have to wait till it's free or something. Then there's this one. This is Lost in Amalfi from Kiko Milano. Actually, I think I'm going to go into this one. I haven't gone into it in a while. Yeah, I'm going to go into this one. This is pretty. Go into Frosting. I don't think I didn't do this as a Shop My Stash. So let me pull this. It's got 3 different highlighting shades. I think I wasn't blown away by them, but they were very wearable, which I do enjoy. So let me pull that. I think that'll be fun to use. And then I want a powder. So I've got my Nabla, I've got my NYX, I've got another NYX. My Essence, my Laura Geller powder, like finishing powder. Oh, okay, so this NYX one, this is the Duochromatic. It's illuminating. It is very pretty, but I think it works better in the summer, and it's not quite summer yet. So I think one of these 2 I'll pull, because I am still trying to finish my Essence one. I feel like I just pulled one of these 2. Did I not? I don't remember. I could go in with my Laura Geller, and this is quite shimmery, this one. I mean, it's not shimmery, but it's illuminating. And I'm just thinking, my banana one from Essence, it's not really doing what I want it to do. I do love the Nabla, but I just pulled that a few months ago. I feel like it just had the NYX last month, right? Or am I going crazy? I feel like I should probably pull something else. I do have the Glowish from Huda Beauty, which I do enjoy. It's not like translucent though. I'm just a bit worried. But I have the banana one. So yeah, I think let me pull the Glowish one. It's less glowy than the Laura Geller, and maybe I can expand the pan. And I do like it. I do really like this formula. I just wish that I had got the lightest shade. This is not the lightest shade, even though it says fair light. It is not the lightest. There's one lighter than this, and I feel like I should, if I ever repurchase this, I'll get the lighter one. But I do like this, so I'll pull this one. I think that's everything I want to pull. Don't really think I need to. Oh, actually, let's use this, because this I haven't used in a while. This is a beautiful, beautiful blush. You have to warm it up, but it's like a powder to cream. It is so beautiful, this blush. Yeah, it's so much fun, and then you can blend it out. It's just like such a weird formula. You can also use it for your lips as well. I love this, and this is from the Bum Bum Deli Plus. I guess Deli Plus, I don't know. It's like a drugstore makeup brand in Spain. I don't, and probably some other countries as well, but my mom got it in Spain for me. And it's beautiful. I've always loved it. It used to have gorgeous embossing too, but I've kind of rubbed it all off because I was trying to pan it at some point. But I'm gonna pull this because it's gorgeous and I want to use it. Now we go on to the fun drawer. So lip products, I'm not going to pull anything, but I'm going to do what I did this last month, and anything I do pull, I will report back to you and I'll keep it in that tray. I will just say, if you didn't see my other video, or I don't know when I'm posting that, maybe I'm posting this one before that one, but I did use this shade, yeah, this shade today, which is the Naked shade from Makeup Factory, but I also got this shade, which is a beautiful, it's called Tropical Orange, and it is gorgeous. So I might probably go into that one this month, but those are just new lip products that I got. I just realized I might not have been in frame for most of this video. So if I wasn't in frame for all of these palettes, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Just to let you know, I pulled the Summer in Saint Tropez from BH Cosmetics. I don't think I was in frame, so oops. And then I pulled the Musli Nowa from Glamshop because I really want to dip into this. I think it's got some beautiful blush tones. Pull the Technidaze from Beauty Bay as well. And I'm going to pull my Naughty Nude and just see if I can get some more use out of it. It looks a bit banged up because I've been spraying it and with like rubbing alcohol and stuff and just leaving it to air dry and like wiping as much. So there's a few shades that have hard pan, but whatever I can do to make sure that my palettes don't get ruined is what I'm doing. So anyway, I'm gonna pull this one as well. It's quite a lot of palettes, but I think it'll be fine. All right, I got 4 minutes left on my camera and it's going to die. Not even 4 minutes, 4%. So it could be like a minute. So I'm gonna go. I will speak to you tomorrow to do my little get ready with me. It doesn't seem like it's a lot of makeup. So if I feel like tomorrow I didn't pull enough, I'll probably pull some more. But that's everything for now. We'll see how I get on. And yeah, let's move into tomorrow, I guess, where we talk about nonsense. Thanks. All right, full disclosure, it's been a couple of days and I actually have worn a little bit of makeup this morning, but I washed it off. I didn't have too much, I didn't even have eyeshadow on. So we're gonna do my makeup again with some of these items. I did try, just because when I pulled this from my Shop My Stash a couple of days ago, I hadn't used it. I have tried it 2 days now. It actually is a really good color match. So going to, again, it'll be the third time I try it. So, I mean, so far I've actually liked it, but you'll have to just see. And then everything else, I might have used a few things. I did go into this one a couple times too, which is obviously not new and lovely, but maybe I'll go into the Lunar Beauty ones today because I already used that one. Okay, so let's just get everything out. So I'm just gonna put some sunscreen on because the sun is out today and I might pop round to the beach. The beach is like 5 minutes away. So I might like go there. I'm thinking I will pack my lunch. So I'll make some salad and I'll take it with me in the Tupperware and I might just eat salad on the beach. That's what I'm thinking because we have like a day off. Our son is at nursery. So I literally have like the day off. At least till 3:30 and then that's when he's back. So we will see. But okay. All right, that took me like a full like 3 minutes to get the tape off of this. Is so annoying and now it's so sticky. Okay, anyway, let's go in because I am excited. I want to know what this is like. Okay, so you can see there's a little bit on the lid, so I'm just going to use what's on the lid. It's very, very thick. Okay, okay. Okay. I thought it would be a little bit less thick. I don't know if you can see that, but it's rigid, super thick. So I would suspect this is good if you've got like flare-ups. I don't know. Yeah, it's like it doesn't really have a scent, so it's not like minty, but it feels like I've just put mint on my face. So that's interesting. Anyway, let's go in with the Bear With Me Blur. So like I said, I have been using this. I thought at first it would be a little off in terms of the color, but actually it is the perfect color because I generally usually get foundation that is too light for me, and now this is just my shade. And that's why I'm like, oh no, this is not going to work, because it's basically darker than all of the other foundation in my collection. But this happens to be my shade, so I mean, at least I think it does. It blends out really well. Obviously I'm using this, so I don't know how it would be with a brush, but I don't have a good foundation brush, and honestly I just don't, I'm not very good at that, so I don't really use foundation brushes. I just feel like this does a good job, and I feel like it's a good shade match. It's not super serum-y. It is more, I think it's more of a serum foundation. It's a blurring tint foundation, so it doesn't say serum. I thought it'd be more of a serum-y foundation, but it's not as thin as I expected it to be, which is not a bad thing. It's just observation. So I don't know, what do you think? It's still kind of pale, but definitely don't feel like it's as pale as some other ones that I have. I think it's a pretty good shade match. It's not super full coverage, which is also something that I like. Alright, so the Milano concealer, I'm only going to do a tiny bit because this is very, very thick. So I'm just going to do a small amount. And I think that's all I'm going to, I mean, maybe I'll put a little bit here. I think that's all I'm going to do. So yeah, it's nice to have the day off. It was Mother's Day here in Portugal yesterday, and I did actually get something really sweet from my son. He made something at school, and it was very beautiful. And I got a card, but we already celebrated Mother's Day back in March for the UK Mother's Day, so I wasn't really expecting anything. So that was fun. It was also Cinco de Mayo, so there were some fireworks last night as well, but we didn't go out anywhere. We just hung out. It was actually a pretty crappy weekend. It rained all weekend until yesterday afternoon, like evening time, and that's kind of crap. So my son was pretty much bored out to tears. I'm just going in with the Kiko bronzer. This is a nice bronzer. I don't know if I'll ever be able to hit pan on it though, but it's a nice color. It's quite pigmented. Yeah, it's nice. Okay, so we pulled a lot. I kept this in another month and actually went into it yesterday, and I had a really nice fun look with it. So I'm not going to go into it now, but these other ones I could definitely use. I think I definitely want to go into this one for a few different shades. I definitely also want to go into this one. Maybe I will hold off on these two. Actually, I might go into this one. So I think I'll hold off on this one. I'm going to go into my Summer in Tropez for maybe this matte shade, or maybe even the orange. I might go like orange because the Musli Nowa has some really pretty topper shades in here, but also has some really nice mattes. I could go into this one just for everything. Do I want to do that? I want to get some use out of this though. Oh. You know what? I don't think I've used these mattes yet, so I'm going to go into this one actually, because I know I like the other one. I'm going to go into this shade right here, which I don't know the name of because it's Polish and I don't know how to speak Polish. I wouldn't know how to pronounce it either, so let me just zoom you in actually so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, and now I could go into this pink shade, but I don't think I want to, so I actually will go into the Summer in Tropez because I want to go into this orange over here called Crepe. So we're going to do that, and I'm going to use a different brush. Right, let's see. I don't think I've used this one really all that much. Now, this is an old palette, so I'm wondering if the pigment is going to be going. Oh no, there it is. There it is. I'm just don't tap it off and you'll find it. Oh, what a fun color. Ooh, and then I'll do like maybe a pink blush and I'll be very colorful. Or will that be too much? I don't know if that would be too much. We have done that. Oh, I could go into the yellow, my inner. This is a really beautiful pastel. It's called Intoxicating. And I hit pan in it when I had it in my Zodiac project pan, where I was hitting shades of all the colors of the Zodiac, and I did that for a couple of years. bunch of you love that project. I do too. Maybe I'll bring it back. I don't know. We'll see how I do, how I feel. I won't bring it back this year, but maybe next year we'll have a go at it again. A lovely orange. I love it. Okay. All right, let's go into this one because I definitely want to go into these beautiful shades. There's this one down here, which obviously is a duochrome. This is called Jasny Latex. Oh, it looks quite a bit different actually. It's got a lot of purple to it. I don't know if you're going to see that purple. It looks green on your screen as well. It's got so much purple to it. Let's try this one. This is like a pink one. That's pretty. That doesn't have so much of a flip. There's this one over here, Polyester Deluxe. That's pretty too. They all have a lot of purple to them. And then you have Organza, which I think actually goes, because that has more of the yellow, even though it doesn't look like it does in the pan. Let's go into Organza and just see how that looks. Pretty. Yeah, I think this one works best with what I have. The other ones just had too much purple to them and it would have changed. But this has obviously, it's got like a purple and a pink. I don't know if the pink's coming across, but not purple. It's got a yellow and a pink. I don't know if the pink is coming across, but I can see it a little bit every time I move. There's also this shade in the Technidaze, which is called Sunrise, and that is pretty too. I might put that like right in the middle. So that's a nice blend between the yellow and the orange, because it has it's a little bit of a pinky orange. Very subtle, this one though. You know what, I think I will go into this one because I want a deeper shade and none of these have like deep shades. So I'm probably going to go into the shade Naughty. I'm going to go into the shade Rough, which is like this brown. I'm going to do that under the lids. Alright, and then I'm going to go into Flower Power and I'm going to do that under as well. Alright, that is a little bit of shimmer. Alright, I think that's what I'm going to do with my eyes. And then for the blush, I think I'm gonna go into, I kind of want to try, I want to go into one of these two. So maybe I'll go into this top one. Alright, I will show you what I do with my eyebrows. So I obviously will just use this thing and I just go basically like this because I have a little bit of hair missing here. I just need to get a mirror going because I can't see this very well. Okay, so I just go like this and then I just buff up like that, maybe a little bit over here. And that's kind of what I do. That's all I do. And I'm really just using this product. I don't know if I'll buy it again. So that's kind of what I do. And then the AVH Clear Gel. Again, a tiny little sample of this, and I just push them up a little bit more in the front. I don't really care about the rest of the brows, but I've been just playing around with doing the front bit, and I think that's kind of it. They always look different every time I do them, but that's pretty much, that's it. I mean, this one's looking a little bit. All right, let's do, okay, then we have mascara. Alright, and then with the Glowish, it is a little bit like dark for me, so I do just dab it a little bit, but I don't really put it under my eyes because it doesn't really give me that brightness that I need, because this is obviously a little bit darker than what I need. But I just do this and that's it. I think with lips, I'm going to go into the new lipstick that I just picked up a couple days ago. This is from Makeup Factory, and it is it's this orange. Oh my goodness. And why not? I mean, I've got like a kind of an orangey summer vibe going. So what I'm gonna do though, you know the French girl makeup where they have the red lipstick and then they like sheer it out with their finger? I'm gonna do the same but with this one. I'm gonna see if it works. Alright, so we got somewhat of an application there, and now we're just going to blend. Yeah, I don't know if that works, to be fair. Or I did it wrong, or I don't have the right lips for it. I sheared it out, but it just made it look messy. But otherwise, I really love the color of this. And had I not sheared it out, it would have been a little bit bolder. But yeah, I mean, I think I'm just gonna leave it at that because I don't really feel like putting more makeup on. I think that's more than enough. Oh, there is one thing though. I do want to go into the frosting. This is from What's Up Beauty, and I do want to go in to one of these because why not? So we're gonna go into this one, which is called Golden Apple. It's a little bit more like yellowy green, and I think that will be fun. I don't know if you're gonna see that. I can see it, but I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that. These are very wearable highlighters because they're not in your face. So I don't know if that's for everybody. You do need to kind of build them up. I don't know, I don't mind it. So there we go. That's what I'm gonna have today. I'm not gonna do my freckles or anything. I don't really need to, so I might, yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. Enjoy the rest of my day. I might go to the beach. That would be fun. Thank you so much for watching. Anyway, that is the end. I don't know what else to say. Thank you so much for watching my shop, my stash, and my little get ready with me. And if you liked the video, give me a like, and thank you so much. And I will see you all next time. Bye.